Hello, patrons. It's Valerie Isan, and I am going to just check in with you, see how you are. It is the beginning of June 2023, and I've been kind of scattered today. I had to take my dog, one of them, to the vet. He had a skin infection, so it was kind of angry red, and he felt like he had a fever, so he's on antibiotics now, so yay, he'll start feeling better in the next 24 hours or so. And I'm had a shower installed today. The other one was, the door was broken and the latches were not replaceable. I couldn't find them anywhere, and so we had to replace the door on this corner shower in our second bathroom, and we're having a bunch of guests come in this week, so I really wanted to have an extra shower. My husband turns 50 on Saturday, so we had originally planned, like a big, like Hawaiian destination birthday, but the closer we got to it, we realized, well, we're really trying to, get ready for this move to Costa Rica and start, really buckling down and saving money. And one of those things that we spend a lot of money on is travel. So we had to be grown up and say, all right, let's just keep it here. And it was cool because a lot of his closest friends from college decided to fly out for the party. So we're having this big party out at our friend's barn just outside of town, and it'll be a dance party, and so that'll be fun. And then and it's a camp out on he's got a bunch of property that he caretakes, and so people are going to pitch their tents and just do an overnight. And the very next morning, we're going to get up and leave, and the people from out of town, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, I've lost count. It's like 4 or 5 people that are coming in from out of state, and we're all going to be taking the train to Seattle, where 2 of them live, and we're going to stay with them and for 3 days and just hang out in Seattle, and there'll be another party there, and we'll, go to a couple of museums and have some really great food. Ali used to live in Seattle, so he's got a lot of friends there, so that'll be really fun, and it's going to be great. But it's taking up a lot of my bandwidth and time and such. So in terms of just updates for me, I'm struggling a little bit with how I'm spending my time. I thought maybe I should do a time audit, and just write down every single thing I spend time on during the week. And that lasted 2 days maybe, and then I kind of I'll probably, force myself to get back to it, but it's hard to remember to write it down. It's like keeping a food diary, I just forget. And so, but I really was interested to see where is it that I'm spending my time, because I feel like I'm not getting as much stuff done as I want to. And my dogs are doing their imaginary barking again. It's not imaginary barking, but they think they hear something, and so they go investigate, and it's all just but there's really nothing there. So that was distracting. What was I going to say? Totally blanked on it. I might edit this out, but probably I won't. It's the end of the day. I've already fed the dogs. The person that was fixing the shower is coming back with the caulk that he didn't have, and is going to caulk the shower. So that might interrupt our recording after all. What else has happened this month? I did a little bit of my this is my June monthly spread. So every month I as I've stated before, do a, this was my May like memory spread. And I just try to, write down things that were important to me that happened, during the month. Or it also gives me kind of a theme because I did a tarot deck, reading for the whole year. And so the June card is the 10 of Needles. And so I just wrote down a couple of things that are supposed to, if you follow tarot and you think, oh, this is like a fortune telling thing, then this thing's going to happen. But it's just a fun way for me to like focus on a thing and see if this theme shows up, and especially business related, it's kind of helpful to, I don't know, sort of ground me in one theme. So, I did some goal planning for June. I want to finish a draft that I'm co-writing of a book. I want to at least read through another manuscript that I wrote a long time ago, nonfiction, that I would like to publish like now. I've had it for, I don't know, 6 years or something, and just probably longer than that now, but I didn't really know what to do with it. So now I know what to do with it. So I'm going to get it ready for publication. And I started, I have an idea for another memoir, and I started writing that, but I haven't like actually plotted it. So I'm going to probably take some time soon to do that. And yeah, so I did my monthly reflection for May, and I thought I would share a couple of things. The most memorable part of May was deciding with Ali that we were going to buy a yurt, and we're going to put that on our land in Costa Rica and live in that yurt for probably 3 or 4 years, and save up money because we won't then have any housing expense. So we can save the money that we would be spending on a mortgage, towards building the house. So that was exciting, and it was really fun to see Ali get excited about the move again. He kind of goes, he ebbs and flows. Sometimes he's just really not in the mindset to think about Costa Rica, which makes, planning for it hard. It's not that we're not on the same page. We are, but he just gets distracted by work and life and, kind of, I don't know if he forgets the plans that by plans, I mean like, if we decide like, this is the next thing on our checklist that we need to do, and he feels like it's so far away, it's really not that necessary right now, we'll do it later. So he's kind of procrastinating, sort of. And when we started talking about the yurt, he was really getting excited about it, and he started talking to his boss about, working, how to legally do that kind of work from home, if home is Costa Rica, and his boss was okay with that, but his salary or benefits will probably change because the company does their benefits package based on the geo region that you live in. So anyway, so that stuff is all exciting for me because it just means one step closer. And then the 3 biggest lessons I've learned in the past month, strangely did not pop out. Usually I like have something directly in mind, like, oh yeah, I learned that lesson. Whoa. And I had to kind of mine for those 3 lessons. One was using AI in my business, like trying to figure out a way to use it for good in my business, to do good work with it. Changing my money mindset is hard. This was the lesson I learned. Changing my money mindset is harder than I thought, and it will take some time. As my checklist mentality will clue you in, I tend to be like, all right, here's the project, here's the steps, let's do them, cross them off. And changing your mindset is a little bit like like processing grief, like it doesn't really, there is no, there can be a checklist, but if you cross an item off, sometimes it will surprise you and like materialize again, or it goes out of order, or, it's just sort of messy and it just takes a long time and it's not very linear. So really working on my money mindset lately. And one of the other mindset issues that keep coming up for me is I keep seeking not support, but like trying to check in with mentors and author friends and tarot decks and oracle cards and I Ching and just like doing my own meditation and stuff, and I keep apparently asking the same questions over and over again, and so the realization, or not the memory, just remembering that I really do know what to do in life and in business and in relationships. I just need to check in with myself and like listen, and I don't need to ask the universe anymore for what to do. I know what to do. I just need to go through the steps of doing it, and have patience with myself and with the speed at which other things around me are moving. So those are the lessons that I learned in May. I did feel like I was pretty well balanced between doing work that I love, visiting friends, helping my dad more. And I've also felt, more engaged with my husband, and, we're talking more, and 'cause sometimes I can get like hyper focused on business and forget, oh, like I'm in a partnership too. Now that my kids are out of the house, I feel like, oh, I have all this time that I can, really dive into my career, which I do, but I also need to like maintain friendships and stuff like that and not become like a workaholic or something. Not that I've ever had that tendency before necessarily, but, I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it. And one of the other questions in the monthly check-in is, what did you accomplish this past month and what are you most proud of? So I made a huge like list of all the things that, I did. Some of them were started looking into ChatGPT, all my different client work that I've done. I got a new patron. I visited friends. My son took me out to dinner for Mother's Day, which was an awesome memory. He even got me a present, which he hasn't done often, in the past. So it was really special. I actually got a massage this month. That was really amazing. I bought a class. I've been writing. I started a new writing project. I wrote that Patreon essay, which I was really proud of. And I think that's probably the thing I'm most proud of. So I won't go through the whole list, but it was a nice balance of work and pleasure. And another question on the reflection list is, or worksheet is, how are you different between this past month and the month before? And this one was really hard for me too. Like usually they jump out right away. Like my months seem to have not themes, but like I go through like, oh, this was the month where I had to manage this, or this was the thing that was really on my mind for this month. And this is, how I reacted in this month. And so for May, it felt like more of a continuation of April, I guess, which is maybe a good thing. Maybe I am settling into something. I just don't know what it is yet. I have been more physically active this month, so maybe that's what's helping me feel a little bit more even keel, like in terms of anxiety or just mental health, which would be amazing. So, yeah, I just feel a little bit more balanced in my mind and body. I'm especially grateful to Ali, always, just his love is super supportive, and I'm super grateful for that and having him in my life. I'm grateful for my writing community and for you guys, all the encouragement I get from you and from fans and from my writing community. And I'm grateful for my son, Robert, for remembering me on Mother's Day. That was really special. Three things I'm going to improve on in June. I am going to write words for a book, no matter what book it's for, every day, except weekends, like Monday through Friday. Even if I'm going to Albany to help my dad. That's a 45-minute drive there, and then I usually am doing some sort of physical work for them that they can't do. Last time I went and cleaned out their refrigerator, and we've been working on cleaning their garage little bits at a time, and we're decluttering, and so it's like physical work. And so I am, anyways, it takes time, and then a 45-minute drive back, and so it takes the whole day usually. So even if I'm going to Albany, I can still write like for 25 minutes, set a timer, 25 minutes, write my words, and then get on the road. So there's really no excuse for me not to write every day. And I would like to add rowing, my rowing machine. I'd like to add that to my my week, especially on Mondays. If I can just do Mondays for a start and just add rowing to Mondays, that would really supplement the yoga that I'm doing. And then I would like to add Saturdays as well once I get, Monday going pretty easy. And I would like to read money affirmations every day. So those are the three things I'm going to work on this month. Reading money affirmations, adding rowing to my week, at least Mondays, and writing every day, at least 25 minutes, Monday through Friday. So yeah. Anyway, I had to do a little break in there because the shower guy did just leave and I had to pay him. So I was pretty much done. I just wanted to share with you what my monthly reflections for May was, and wanted to connect with you a little bit and tell you what has been going on in my world. And yeah, I'm excited about the new book. I really want to write fiction again, but the story's not showing up, so I'm just going to plug along with memoir and nonfiction until a fiction story pops up. I had a novel that I was working on prior to the memoir that I just published in March, You Can't Dance a Lie, and it's not going to work. I'm going to trunk it. I rewrote it twice, maybe 3 times, and it's just not holding my interest anymore. I really like the characters though, so I might come up with maybe a new premise where those characters are in that story. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will resurface it, but trucks and dogs, open windows, the sun is shining. I'm happier. I hope the sun is shining where you are, and shoot me a message. I'd love to hear or comments or something. I'd love to have a conversation. And if you ever feel like you just want to chit chat, you can always make a little Zoom appointment on my scheduling page on my website, ValerieIsan.com/scheduler. And there's a free 15-minute discovery call, so you can always just book one of those and chit chat, or just email me and say you want to have an author date or something. I would love to chat with you guys. So, and I also think I really enjoy doing these monthly reflections, and I keep bringing it up, and I don't know if you want, I would love to do it together. I don't know if it's better to do it together. I'd like to try it and maybe see if it's something you enjoy doing, or if, a weekly planning session, where we take our, an accountability meeting, really, where we would just sort of gather on Zoom with our planners and decide what we wanted to work on that week, or decorate our actual planner with stickers or something. But having a weekly planning meeting, or a monthly reflection meeting, or a quarterly goal setting meeting, or something like that. I would like to add that to the patron benefits. So if you have ideas about that, or which one would suit you better, or if you want to maybe we should just do all of them, try it once and see which one you like better, and we'll settle in and do that. Or I don't know. I'm open. I love doing the planning part. So I would like to do it with you if you want to do something like that together. Anyway, put messages in the comments and let me know what you're thinking. Talk to you soon. Bye.